Good morning, everyone! Here's what I look like today. I'm a little too sleep deprived. I did not sleep great last night, but I figured it was time to film and get ready with me for work at the Wildlife Express, seeing as I have been working there for 2 months now. Yeah, 2 months now. We're coming up on 2 months, and I haven't done one yet. Also, I have a shift today, so I figured now is a good time to film because I never know when I'm gonna get a shift again. We're just gonna start right off the bat. I'm gonna be washing my face. I'm really struggling to get this headband on. It looks so good when it is. But yeah, let's go ahead, get ready for work at the Wildlife Express. Let's start off by washing our face, because wash your face, kids. Face has been washed, so now we are going to go in and brush your teeth because, you know, oral hygiene and whatnot. I like how I'm giving you a step-by-step guide as to how to get ready, as if I'm not the one getting ready. I don't know. Like I said, I didn't get much sleep, but brush your teeth. Feeling oh so minty fresh now, but it is officially time to migrate into the bedroom where there's questionable lighting because I gotta do my skincare and like makeup and put on my costume now, and I don't do that in the bathroom. Alrighty, if I think about it, I will tell you what products I'm using as I'm using them, but I think I'm really just gonna talk you through what it's like working at the Wildlife Express. It's really fun. It's really, really chill. Everyone kind of forgets that the Wildlife Express exists. Honestly, that Rafiki's Planet Watch exists, but the train to get up there, they don't think about it as like a thing. They just think of Rafiki's Planet Watch, which is totally valid. But the Wildlife Express is more along the lines of transportation and less along the lines of a ride. It's just a quick little 5-minute train ride with a little narration spiel that plays on the way to Rafiki's and on the way back. It doesn't take you anywhere else, just to Rafiki's Planet Watch. This lighting is really bothering me, but the sun hasn't risen yet, so this is what we're working with. I just did my skincare. All I do is put on some moisturizer and some sunscreen because this is Florida and I am pale, so wear your sunscreen, guys. But now it's time to do my absolute minimal makeup. Just like at the Harambe Theater Festival of the Lion King, all I do is wear mascara and lipstick because back when I started, it was just too hot to wear more makeup, and now the temperature's getting really nice and I can wear more makeup, but I don't. But either way, let me curl my eyelashes and I'll come back to you. They are curled. So now we're gonna go in with our mascara. The Wildlife Express, even though it takes you up to Rafiki's, is considered an Africa attraction. So if you do want to, you know, drive the train, because you're driving a legitimate train, it is considered part of Africa Operation. So it's in the same category as Festival of the Lion King, but separate from Kilimanjaro safaris. If you work the Wildlife Express, you can get cross-trained at the Festival of the Lion King and vice versa. You know, pending space, you can get trained to work both, which is exactly what I did. I started at the Festival of the Lion King and I put in to train at the Wildlife Express when I extended my program to try something new, give me a little extra challenge, and I'm really glad I did it. In terms of hours, the Wildlife Express has some strange hours. The earliest I believe you will go in is 8:15. I will double check on my training schedule what time I went in because I don't ever open at the Wildlife Express, but I believe it opens at 8:15. And then the latest, I can say this with confidence, the latest you will ever be there is 6 o'clock. 8:15 to 6 o'clock, basically. You will never work that whole shift, but 8:15 to 6 o'clock. The reason those hours are weird is because the Wildlife Express is only available to guests from 9:30 to 4. No, 9:30 to 4:30. The first train leaves for Rafiki's at 9:30 in the morning, and the last train leaves for Rafiki's Planet Watch at 4:30. So if you want to catch the train, you need to be at the Harambe station no later than 4:30. 4:31, that train is on the way, and you missed it. But the reason you have to go in so much earlier than the first train leaves and so much later than the last train leaves is you have to take the train out. It is a real train. It gets stored like a real train in a roundhouse, and you are responsible for putting it on the track every morning and taking it off the track every night, which is a little bit scary to think about because, I don't know, I feel like I don't know, I don't feel like a real train engineer, but I guess I am because I do drive a real train. Not just like a fake Disney train. I mean like they have Disney commissioned 3 engines from some famous train place in Stratford-upon-Avon in England. So, I don't know, maybe I am a real engineer. But yes, I don't know where I'm going with this. The earliest you'll be there is 8:15. Correct me if I'm wrong, or I'll correct myself if I'm wrong in post-production. And the latest you will be there is 6 o'clock to put the last train away. You will never get stuck at Rafiki's Planet Watch. We keep cycling the train until every single person has left, but guests are not able to leave Africa for Rafiki's Planet Watch after 4:30, but the train keeps going to get everyone off of Rafiki's Planet Watch. Okay, I can't find my mascara. There it is, mascara done. There are 4 main positions that you can work at the Wildlife Express. You can drive the train, that's called the engineer. You can you can stand on the back of the train, play the automated spiels, and make sure everyone's staying seated. That's called the conductor. I really like being the conductor. I really should have started this sentiment like after doing my lips, but I didn't think that far ahead, so. Okay, there we go. Basically, you can be the engineer and drive the train. You can be the conductor and sit on the back of the train. You can be, what's it called? It's called platform, but you stand on the platform, you help open the doors, and you make sure no guests are like opening the gate and running out onto the track. That's the platform position. And then there's a position called photo cell, which is just the person that lets you into the station. They're just keeping track of how many people are in the station at a time because the train can only hold so many people. So you have to keep track of how many people are at the station and make sure you're not overfilling the train. So those are like the 4 positions, but you can do them on different trains. So there's like one train has an engineer and a conductor. Well, both Rafiki's and the Harambe station have somebody that stands on the platform and somebody that lets them into the station. So there are a decent amount of people working at a given time. Not as many as the Festival of the Lion King, but there are a decent amount of people. I think I'm just gonna do a classic French braid today. I don't really do anything fancy with my hair. I just try to pull it out of my face because when you are on the train, it can get a little windy. The platforms are not too bad. They're covered. They're not indoors. There are no indoor positions at the Wildlife Express, so you are outside all day. But there are some positions that are undercover and some that are not. So I like to pull my hair back, and I think I'm just gonna do one single French braid today. Sometimes I do my little 2 braids, but I'm just gonna go for 1. What else do y'all want to know about the Wildlife Express? I have fun cross-training over there. I rarely get scheduled shifts. I maybe get 1 shift a week if I'm lucky. They just don't need as many people as the Festival of the Lion King does, so I don't get scheduled there as often. But when I do, it's a nice little break. I don't know that break's the right word. It's just something different, you know? It's working a different skill set. Like, I know I've said it 10,000 times, but I am driving a train. And I feel like as a college program cast member, I should not be driving a train. And yet here I am, I'm driving a train. So that's really cool that I can put that on my resume. Don't worry, I'm gonna go back and fix all of the bumps once the braid is done. I'm just trying to get all of the hair in because I tend to leave out a strand or 2. The costume, I like the costume at the Wildlife Express much better than I do at the Festival of the Lion King. It's just more my color palette. The one at the Lion King's fine, it's comfortable, it's just not cute. The Grand Floridian costume is so much cuter. And honestly, this one's cuter. Not by a ton, but it's cuter. It's got better colors. Basically, in order to drive the Wildlife Express, it is considered an attractions position, even though it's technically a ride, but it's more transportation than an attraction, but it is considered an attraction to work it. It's in Africa, that's where the position is based out of. Africa at Disney's Animal Kingdom. It is in the same area. I mean, it's right next to Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail, but it is in the same, like, I don't know, employee section, I don't know how to describe it, as Festival of the Lion King. So if you work at the Wildlife Express, you do have the option to say, hey, I also want to learn how to work at the Festival of the Lion King and vice versa. But you can never say I want to work at Kilimanjaro Safaris, because even though it's also in Africa, it's considered separate. The train, if you can have 2 trains running on the track at a given time. I know I didn't say that. If 2 trains are running, it's a 5-minute ride to Rafiki's Planet Watch and a 5-minute ride back, with 1 train coming just about every 5 minutes or so. If 1 train is running, like if there's only 1 train on the tracks, it's still, you know, a 5-minute ride there, 5-minute ride back, but it's about 10 minutes in between trains, like if you miss one. So it really is more so transportation. I'm gonna say 9 times out of 10, 2 trains are running, so that's nice. More people get scheduled when that happens. There we go. Let's see, before I go put on my costume, is there anything else we need to know about Wildlife Express? We talked about where it's located. We talked about what you do. You drive the train. You drive the train. You sit on the back of the train. You stand on the platform and make sure people aren't jumping on the tracks. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then there's even like extra positions like greeter, like you say hi to people and tell them to park their strollers, because you can't take your stroller on the train, or you technically can, but you have to fold it up. You can't just like pull your stroller on the train. The Wildlife Express is handicap accessible. If you have a scooter or wheelchair, you are more than happy to bring it on the train. There are a certain number of handicap spots. I don't think I'm legally allowed to give that number, but there are a certain amount of handicap spots. What else? I feel like there's more. I feel like I have given y'all no information. Like, I feel like my Grand Flow one, my Festival of the Lion King one, like I gave y'all so much information, but I feel like I have very little for the Wildlife Express, because it seems fairly self-explanatory. You drive a train. The hours are much longer than the Festival of the Lion King. The earliest you will get there is 9:15. The latest you will stay is 6 o'clock. The first train leaves from Harambe. The first train leaves from the Harambe station at 9:30, taking guests up to Rafiki's Planet Watch. And the last train leaves the station from Harambe to Rafiki's Planet Watch at 4:30. So you have from 9:30 to 4:30 to ride the train, even though a cast member is going to be there from 8:15 to 6, because they have to open up the train and put it out in the morning and close the train and put it away at night. I can't think of any more information, so let's just go right into the costume. And here we are. Here's the costume for the Wildlife Express. It is the iconic Animal Kingdom mix and match. You can wear green shorts or khaki shorts, but I like to wear the green ones because the piping on the shirt is green. I acknowledge it's not really coming across as green right now, but it's zookeeper green. And then you can choose, they have 3 different shirts you can pick from. They have an orange one, a blue one, and a teal one. I only checked out blue ones. The orange shirts have land animals on them, like tigers. They're like a mosaic. So the orange ones have land animals. The blue ones have sky animals, like winged creatures, which I really liked. And then the teal ones have aquatic creatures like fish. So this is the costume. There also is a brown leather belt. You do have to wear the brown leather belt as part of your job. And then you can pick, I just flung these on the floor. You can either pick black tennis shoes, because we're attractions, you can pick either black tennis shoes or brown boots. But because the belt is brown, I go with the brown boots. Not to mention I also bought these before my program started because there was a 50-50 chance I was going to have to wear these or the black tennis shoes. So I'm just getting some use out of them. But let's put her on. Alrighty, here we go. Here is the finished look. Got my boots. I still need my name tag. That's what I still need. There we go. Name tag has been put on. This isn't just the Wildlife Express. At any location that wears this costume at Animal Kingdom, you can choose what color from the available options, but you can also choose if you want to tuck your shirt in or not. Personally, I tuck it in. We're not allowed to at the Festival of the Lion King, but I tuck it in because I have a lot of things that I clip onto my belt loop. I put my sunglasses on my belt loop. My radio goes in my pocket here. My water bottle goes on this belt loop. So I have a lot of things hanging off my belt loop, and I just don't like it when the shirt messes with it. So I just tuck it in to keep it out of the way. But yeah, here is the finished look. Dude. So pretty. Evidently, I severely overestimated the amount of time it would take me to get ready today. Correction, I overestimated the time it would take me to film this Get Ready With Me. It was probably not a high quality Get Ready With Me. I can't think of anything really of note that I shared. Grand Flow Get Ready With Me was top tier. Honestly, they've just slowly gone downhill. Grand Flow, Cinderella's Royal Table, Festival of the Lion King, now Wildlife Express. Yeah, I have about 30 minutes or so before I need to actually leave for work. Like I said, I severely overestimated the amount of time I thought it would take me today. So I'm just gonna turn on the TV or something for the next 30 minutes. I don't know, maybe make sure everything that needs to be in my bag is in my bag. Make myself a little breakfast before heading on over. Is my mascara already smudging? Of course it is. But yeah, hope y'all enjoyed. Follow me along this little get ready in my life. Words are not working. Hope you enjoyed getting ready with me for work at the Wildlife Express. I have fun going there the once a week that I do so. You know, it's just something different. I love working at the Festival of the Lion King, but it's really fun to get to do something completely different, you know, once a week. Forgot to mention, hair tie is blue. Disney look guidelines say your hair tie or any hair accessories have to be of neutral color or a color that matches the costume. So I can finally wear blue stuff because it matches the costume. I had to wear neutral colors at the Festival of the Lion King because Festival of the Lion King costume is neutral colors. But either way, hope y'all enjoyed watching. Apologies for the lighting, apologies for the rambling, and I will see y'all again real soon. Bye!